Here's a list of reasons that you should absolutely not get married. And I know too many people need to hear this and they overlook it, and I'm just going to tell you, if you get married under these pretenses, your marriage is never going to work. Number one, if you struggle with lust, if you are picking a partner based on lust, if all of your conversations are sexual in their orientation, if the only connection that you have is based on chemistry, infatuation, and sexual desire, you have nothing else to hold that relationship up. Your partner is not a vehicle for forever sex. Your partner is not a vehicle for forever lust being fulfilled, because lust is a void that can never fully be satisfied, and your partner will never, ever be able to compete with a lustful soul. Number two, and I know this is going to ruffle some feathers, status. If you are marrying based on the pretense of somebody else's status, you are self-seeking in nature. You are not ready to be a wife or a husband. You are ready to be somebody who's a leech and suck the life out of another person, because their worth, your commitment, is conditional upon their financial success or status. Marriages are not based on what do I get from you. Marriages are based on how can I serve you. And too many people in this modern world and culture are only self-seeking, only self-servicing. And marriage doesn't work that way. Marriage is not about you, how you feel, what you want, what you need, and expecting another person to fulfill every single one of those desires for you without having their own needs met. Instead of asking yourselves, what can I give this person? How can I serve this person? How can I help them fulfill their potential, their pathway, their growth? How can I help them become? How can I help them evolve? How can I support them? How can I challenge their growth? How can I hold it down? If you are only with a person based on worldly needs, worldly temptations, desires, or your own hedonistic impulses, you are not ready to be married. And I also want to be super clear. Not everybody is called to be married. Not every man is called to be a husband, and not every woman is called to be a wife. Because those titles, those statuses, are not for your ego, right? They are for the process, pursuit, and support of another human being. Love in itself is selfless, not self-serving. Because when you marry somebody based on those things, when you commit to somebody based on those things, you are telling them that their worth, their value, your love for them, your appreciation for them, your commitment for them is conditional upon those things being fulfilled for you, not because you're showing up for their heart. And if you are somebody whose motives in marriage are self-seeking, don't get married. Don't waste somebody else's time. Don't break somebody's heart. Don't do that. Don't be that type of person. Because the reality is, in this modern world, you can go get the bag on your own. You can go sleep with strangers of the night on your own time, okay? But don't drag somebody else's heart, their purpose, their fulfillment, their self-esteem through the mud for your own self-seeking, self-infatuated, self-focused, self-centered desires. Because when we ask the question, why do so many marriages fail? It's because people walk into a marriage looking at what do I get out of this instead of what can I give this. And so your commitment is conditional on your happiness. And we were never here to just be happy. We're not even wired just to be happy. We are wired to survive. And if you cannot commit to somebody else and see that through the hard times, if you can't hold it down when they're going through stuff, because money's going to fluctuate. If you're marrying somebody based on status or finances, they're going to have it now. And guess what? When they don't have it, what, you leave, you walk. Your love was conditional upon their ability to fulfill you financially. Or if you're somebody who's partnering with somebody out of lust because you need a partner who just wants to have sex with you whenever you want to have sex with them, what happens when their body changes? What happens when their hormones change? What happens when their life circumstances or conditions make things more difficult when it comes to intimacy? If the only grounds you have for intimacy are physical connection, are sexual in nature, you don't have emotional depth. You don't have spiritual depth. You don't have intellectual conversations. So at some point you will notice when all of that infatuation goes away, you still have a void. You still will have a void, and you will seek that elsewhere. You are opening the door to adultery by committing to somebody out of lust. And you have to be self-aware enough to recognize what your motives actually are before you drag somebody else through the mud and break their fucking heart. You are not worthy of marriage if you are that type of person. Stop playing with it. It is not I'm going to get married because I know I can get divorced if I need to. If that is your reasons for getting married, stay the fuck out of marriage. And that's all I have to say about that.